See you.
Okay, you press the red button?
Yeah, press only once, right?
Right, is it
and it's fine. It's yes, it's a rack here in red.
Okay,
record.
What number is it on?
9.
Okay, all right. I'm Dynasty Mir, and few have the opportunity to actually sit down in Dogon country with an actual spiritual master in Hogon. So I've been afforded the opportunity to do so, and excuse my voice. So I'm going to ask a couple questions,
Okay.
and hopefully it will help out with those who are into Dogon culture and spirituality.
Okay.
First question is the origins of the Dogon. There's not a lot of clarity, and when if you ask several different people in the U.S. Where's their origins, you'll get several different answers. So we could get the actual correct answer from the Dogon himself.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the origins of the Dogon?
Ko yalla kadu c'est-à-dire ko ale bora Amerique de kana na u fe no comme il n'y a pas la farafin do mako do munu bora ya kata yenfe donc ti u kamoko ubi kadu dugu mako to me dogono ubu to me réellement uta don an bora yoro mena kadu bora yoro mena uta don quoi donc ni chokorba bi se ka kadu bora yoro fo ale quoi
ona unbe dogona unbe agada dogona na em yargwa onvia dogona yargwa emvega unbe ine wa unbe le sob bema
dogona di dogona yal dugo unbe ini
unbe ko ya unbe nani ne unbe mana on gwa ya yo
si ungwa
ungwa ya yo ka dogona mo wa unbe jugum be ma
ban ya amano amano
agunye ko ledere
ko toyo go be dogon on ungwa be
on wo dogona gergo mo em dogon yar ya go no gwa on be ma
ma dogon igala
Mingi, ils ont quitté à Mandé pour ici.
They left the Manding country they come from Manding country.
Where's Manding country?
Manding country is the southern part of Bamako. As I tell you, we have the same ancestor as the Malinke people.
Okay. And what about Sirius Sea and?
Okay, this is okay. Donc c'est ça. We are making for ko kado nato jena tigera la ko unana ni dololo de fo même ko sigitoro ebi sigitoro don ebi de la atoko me ko yalla anga histoire jima ani sigitoro ka histoire jima
sigitoro ko em otunga em gado ma
sigitoro la de toi la sigitoro
orakara toro bon
sigi
wa pa ma me toro ko so munga muso sugele toro so em so men yato daga yato ki ne toro so udele em dogon toro le jade me yato ko ne yato toro be em jade de em gado wa sirma toro atan be toro anai be wa be so sirma gero
wa sirma tolo uchaka me poema tirigo yadi
toro
yadi toro
tolo yadi le tolo junga le tolo aran le tolo andai le bekne
akom toro these are the different
c'est toro de matin étoile de matin Toro Atan, c'est les 3 frères. Toro Anay, c'est 4e garçon. Toro Junga, Toro Junga Soy. Donc ça, c'est la famille entière.
Okay.
Voilà.
Okay. So he's talking now about first the Toro Atile.
Toro Yadu.
That's a okay. So there is a Toroyadu, which Toro means like a star. Toroyadu is the morning star. Toro Atan is the third stars. Toro Anai is the fourth star. Donc abela jele or the Toroseni. Okay. Then all together will make, like you said, 7 sisters. The seven which makes the seven star, which makes the Dogon ancestors.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. And then in he said it's because that word is 7. He said the 4 one is the signification of man's number, and the 3 one is the signification of females, women. So then the 7 will will represent the ancestor of the Dogon people.
Okay. Okay. And then I have a question from a friend of mine. Her name is Nikki Love. She wanted to know about Sirius C, the female dwarf star, and the Amma. Does it prefigure the 4 mythological elements of water, fire, wind, and earth, and how it constitutes the 4 cardinal directions of space?
How it
constitutes the 4 cardinal directions of space.
Okay. Koyala ambi fangas ujubai jiman siwa naika du toro teng munyuno aba fa chokodi
kogin gana siba naika
voilà koyala o am seraka o fanga nunu don chuga jimande o bora o nana am fe en chuga jimande
gana siba naika bo bon dule dudagle donole tengrule tengrugo bo peter etengum betanga wo du gimblal on nuyene ko du nuyene ko dudag wo ko nuyene dangale ko dono ko donon tanga ko donc ana sibenay emgi ko 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 begi ko ko.
Yeah, so it's they get this position. They related the 4 different sides, like east, north.
Right.
So they put them with the ancestor, as I tell you.
Okay.
Like the man, you have Aru, Oro, the 4 big family.
Yeah.
You have 4 big family. You have Aru, Oro, John, and Dono.
Okay.
So then they get the ancestor. They put them in the different places.
Okay.
So then they get the name of the 4 different area through the 4 different big families.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? So Dono, Oro, John, Aru, Oro, John, Dono.
Okay.
These are the 4 main family of the Dogon people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another question: what are your predictions for Africans in America, across the world, in Africa? What can you in regards to the future? What do you see happening, or any major changes, or what are your thoughts on that?
Just
in general, Africans, Americans, Africans, the diaspora, and Africans, obviously, and Africans. What?
Okay, ko yalla an wera an hakilna ka anyesi tuabuma farafin munu be tuabula c'est-à-dire munu tara jonya ni fawna ane an wera c'est-à-dire jien rabe ka ta bolo min fe quoi an hakilla la ko fe jimande be kana quoi c'est-à-dire
doni min be kana
voilà fin min be kana est-ce que ko nyimande be kana jien la tigera ta bolo avec ta bolo jimande fe bon an hakilna quoi
an hakilina bon ne koni hakilina a laban donc duguba ko de be na ya mais o y'a fɔ cogo min na bon atem suye lagingo fɔlɔ dambe kelen kɔni bɛ to yen comme ari ni Hogon ninnu ogono ka ogoga ko ulu gon betwe ga donc gen laba donc duba ko de be kana.
So he said, this is because now his nephew, the Hogon's nephew.
Okay.
So he said because he has a small problem of understanding the Hogon, if what I understand.
Okay.
So he said that what he is seeing is slowly, people are losing their value. People are losing. People are losing. Abtan. Okay. He's going to pee, I think.
Okay.
People are losing the traditions. But he said the Dogon people are doing their best to keep their tradition. But they are afraid with the school. Kids are going to school, and then after they get graduated, they go to city to look for a job. They can be other thing than what the Dogon ancestor used to be. So he said they think things will change, and then people will come and together and see in the same way the life.
Okay.
So he said
So his traditions are Africans coming together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Coming together. The world is coming together. This is what he said because of the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said that the Dogon community is still doing its best to keep their tradition, to be with their tradition, because he said now they have their Hogon, they have all this tradition. He said this is not in every places. You understand what I mean?
Okay. And then last question. In
La dernière
America,
question.
as far as Dogon spirituality, it's probably like one of the last forms of African spirituality that hasn't been diluted and is original and is pure. But when I come to Dogon country, I notice there are now Christians and Islam in Dogon country. What are your thoughts on that?
Ko follow alaikum ka jatela ka to yen fe ko a fe ko silamɛ ko mancha chrétien ko mancha alaikum e karo dugu mɔgɔw kalan cogoya min na danbew ni fɛnw de kun bɛ yan comme ale nale a nana sɔrɔ chrétien bɛ yan nana sɔrɔ silamɛkow fana caman bɛ yan ko yala I hakilina ye jima ye o kow taabolo la quoi.
Bon n ye min fɔ o de don quoi. I y'a ye ni ne ko a laban duguba ko de bɛ se yan laada ninnu fɔlɔfɔlɔ laada ninnu ko caman kun bɛ yen quoi. O bɛ taa labɛn yɔrɔ min na mɔgɔ bɛ mɔgɔ la o ma kan ka se yen donc muso bɛ to règle la o ma kan ka taa yen donc mɔgɔ sugu caman bɛ yen o ma kan ka taa yen donc fila dɔ bɛ yen ko dɔ bɛ yen o b'a bɔ cogo yɔrɔ min na hali ni bɛ susuru la mɔgɔ ma kan ka mɛn yen hali ni fali kulekan bɛ yɔrɔ min na a tɛ se ka bɔ yen yiri dɔw bɛ yen laata yiri ninnu bɛ bɔ yɔrɔ min na mɔgɔ ma kan k'i ye donc o bɛɛ de b'a la quoi donc mɔgɔw cayala min kɛ o bɛɛ de kɛli ka gɛlɛn i y'a ye donc
he said this is from the result of the people who are getting together. Because now the Dogon people start to leave Dogon country to go in other places, like in the city, where they meet people, and people have a different ideology. People have different mind. They meet with other people. He said, like the weak people, they can convince them to convert them in another religion. He said, still, the Dogon people, in their majority, they are animists. And they believe with their Ama. The Ama is like God. So their God is the fetish. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
He said this is an example. Behind you, this is their Ama. This is their God. This is the God of that community. You understand what I mean? So then they give like animal blood or a millet cream to as a gift to their Ama. So they believe that animism is an alliance between nature and human being. So the fetish is here. The human being, if they want something from the nature, from the spirit, from the nature, they come, they give blood of animal or millet crumb because they think there's two things has a vital force. And the spirit come, get the blood or the millet crumb on the fetish and then give what human being want to the fetish. And the fetish will give that to the human being. You understand what I mean? So that's like they think like the fetish is their, the Ama is their god, and they believe this god is the alliance between their community and the nature.
Okay.
This is what they believe. So there is the Ama. We say that Ama created the sky and the land. Then we, the Dogon mythologists think that the land was our mother. The land was the mother. And then you know the formula, like the ant hole, the hole from the ant. I don't know if you have seen this once. The ant, it makes a very big, makes very big hole. And some mythology of the Dogon people think that that represents like the sex of the motherland. And then it says that when God wants to create other things, like galaxy and trees, trees, okay, trees and animals, then he wants that, you know, the land and the sky get meeting. And how do they meet? It's from the rain. You understand what I mean? So then, when God starts to plan the meeting of the two things, we say that the termite, you know the termite?
Yeah.
The termite, sometimes they make a big, like a statue. You understand what I mean? Termite, they build with the mud.
Right.
I don't know if you have, so then the mythology say that termite was straight on the ant, the small animal ant, the ant hole. So that represents like a clitoris for woman. You understand what I mean? So then that didn't want that the sky get meeting with the earth. So then the Dogon people think is that why is they have to take the clitoris out of the woman, because they think it was the first rebellion, right? It was the first rebellion. So then they said that the Ama take it, the termite things away, then to create a possibility to make the meeting between the earth and the sky. So from that couple, then the Nomo has born. The Nomo is the master of the water, which is part of the ancestor of the Dogon people. So this Nomo, how this Nomo come? The Nomo was still in the sky, because we think that mother and father, if they have kids together, in our religion, in our tradition, kids are for men. You understand what I mean? Kids are for men. So then the Nomo, God sent the Nomo, because the galaxy was there, through the star called Sigitoro, which you guys call Sirius star, which we know before the Europeans come in the Dogon country here. So then we follow the Sirius star, the shooting of the Sirius star, to come on the earth. So then when the Nomo fall off, then it makes a big hole. There was a water. And then the master of the water, which we call the Nomo, he can be the first ancestor of the Dogon people. So then is that why we say we come through the Sirius star. You understand what I mean? But different places from different from the Dogon country, they have sometimes, you know, it's always related with we come from the Sirius star. But then the story sometimes from different places, they have different mythologies. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So if you heard Ama is God. God is for them is the village.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So here you have the number of the Hogon who pass through here. So once the Hogon can be Hogon, they must be the oldest of the community.
How are we on? How are we on time?
Huh?
Is there still memory left?
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
2016. 20. Okay, so then I said that as soon as they can be the Hogon, they have to organize a spiritual ceremony. You know, they have to dance with the mask, and then they kill a lot of animal, a lot of meat and beer, in order to take the new Hogon to this palace. You understand? So then once that one Hogon die, they put one of these piece. You understand what I mean? This one. So the number of the stones you have, there was this number of the Hogon in that place. Okay. So if one pass away, they wait until 3 years before they put another one in place. Okay. You understand what I mean? So the number of these stones you have is this number of Hogon you had from the beginning of this town of Sanga till now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So is that why in some of the villages they think that just after the meeting of the earth and sky, there was a fox too. You know, fox we say yuruku. So they think that yuruku is just the son after, the baby after the revolution of the clitoris. You understand what I mean? And then he knows. Is that why we think the fox knows everything? We didn't get to see that yet, but there are some old guys who bring like sesame and peanut in a place, and they fixed it. Okay. Then the fox come and take this node, and then the next day.
How are we on time?
We are on 22.
I just don't want. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay.
Yeah. The next day, the old guys they go and read the footprint from the fox to tell your future, what's gonna happen to you, what's gonna happen to the village. Then, if there is a sacrifice to avoid any bad thing, then they come and then they will tell to the Hogon. They will say, the community has to give this sacrifice to the Ama to avoid any bad curse or any bad karma. Okay. So, yeah. So the fox has a story also related with the Dogon people. Okay, is that fine? So
that's good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. That's we're gonna wrap it up for the interview with the Hogon master, and see you later.